You know, you've got pharma, biotech, researchers, institutions, life sciences, manufacturers, developers. Where are the patients? All of the tissue and the blood and the plasma and the data comes from us. It comes from the patient. Yet, the patient isn't part of the solution. Our goal is to make the patient the biggest part of the solution.
I drove 90 miles and I came home. Judy came home, sat down, and I said, I got some news to tell you. And I told him, I said, the doctor said I had lung cancer. It was pretty bad. I do not ever want to see that look again. I hope to never have to see that look on my wife's face again. That was April the 11th, 2011. And they gave me an appointment, I think it was May the 25th. So I had almost a month and a half before I could get in and see don't know whether I'm gonna see a cancer specialist, another doctor.
When they find us, they realize that they found a home and they found a place that they can trust and one that they know is gonna give them the best information at the best time so they can get the right treatment.
The foundation, the Bonnie J. Dario Foundation. They recommended me to go talk to another specialist, lung cancer specialist, up in Colorado, Dr. Kamich. They opened the doors for the right treatment, but they opened their doors to their hearts. That's the best thing.
We heard about Jill's legacy through a friend of ours, and he attended an event and brought us some bracelets and told us a story.
I am a member of Jill's Legacy. We're an advisory board to the Bonnie J. Dario Lung Cancer Foundation. So Jill Costello was unfortunately diagnosed with lung cancer at the age of 21 years old. After she passed away, we decided to carry on her legacy because when she was alive, she made it her point to fight lung cancer and to make a difference and to get loud.
I started having some pain in my right shoulder blade that wouldn't go away. I developed kind of a cough and a wheeze, so it really stuck in my mind. And I thought I was crazy for asking for an x-ray. I thought I was crazy thinking it could happen to me.
And I don't think that ever would have been in her mind if it hadn't been for the knowledge of learning about Jill's legacy to begin with. She was still stage 4 when she got diagnosed, but it hadn't spread outside of her lung, the lining. And if we had waited any more time, a couple more months, that would have gone outside that threshold and gone into the rest of her body, and it could have been much more difficult. So we were very fortunate.
In a very hopeless time, Bonnie and her foundation did give us hope. They gave us the hope that there was a path and they were going to help us get on it, and it was going to lead us to becoming a survivor.
They're not just out there, you know, raising money and not knowing what to do with it. They really have an amazing understanding of how to organize people, how to find these research scientists, how to bring them together. And that's how I got involved.
We fund research, but we're not just funding research, we're driving research. And this is where Alchemy comes in, to perform collaborative research.
We launched this scientific inquiry into young lung cancer. There has to be something going on through the genomics of their lung cancer, and most importantly, is this clues to how we should be treating them differently.
Getting one person a targeted treatment that is for them is just the most important thing in the world, because that one person is someone's special person. I think if I could help that one person by donating my tissue, I'm definitely going to do that.
It's a synergy of scientists, clinicians, people afflicted with cancer. It's knowing what to do now, hiring people to get the job done.
It's about keeping someone else from having to go through what I went through. The answer's inside me.
I think it was about March of last year that my mom found out, indeed, this is lung cancer. You know, luckily for us, Dr. Carbone did this test on the gene mutation, and they found that she had it.
And this can be associated with inherited lung cancer in families.
So right after that, you know, my mom and I and my brother joined that study. We got the test done. Unfortunately, I showed up positive.
That put Nancy high on a list of people at risk for early screening. We believe this mutation can be as important to lung cancer as the BRCA gene is to breast cancer.
If only I was as famous as Angelina Jolie, we could get some publicity out of this.
And so we all agreed, well, BJA will fund this and Alchemy can facilitate it.
The handbook is just the latest in the Bonnie J. Adaria Lung Cancer Foundation's mission, which is to get real-time information to cancer patients so that they are making sure they're getting the best treatment possible. This handbook has the right answers.
And then we come up with the idea that, well, we'll put it on a smartphone.
A new study could come out tomorrow, and there could be a genetic test that somebody should get tested for.
Literally putting the power in the patient's hands. And we started to live stream our living room support group.
So if I have a question, I'm able to type that to the mediator and they can get it to the speaker.
My mom, she tunes in from Huntsville, Alabama. She just fires up her iPad, gets right on there.
They got a new procedure. Call this person. You see that networking? I'm sitting here today. I'm talking today.
We just got news that we have been viewed in 130 countries.
We need to help people now, not just something clinical, not just something to discover for the future, but we want to help these people now in real time.
So we're asking hospitals to join our network, and we're giving them a list of things that they have to do to get a referral from us, basically. Our goal is to make sure every patient in the world gets the right treatment at the right time and gets the right drug at the right time. That's our goal, because that is good for the patient.
They have a lot to do with where I'm at now. Because of surgery, I'm now no evidence of disease, which means that they can't see any cancer inside of me. Having that hope that there was a future for myself really gave me the hope and the strength to get through every day. And I think it was hope for the future that we had always dreamed about for ourselves and, a family and children.
Just down there to see Dr. Kamich, and you know what he said? He said, either the cancer's gone or it dying sure hiding in some way where we can't see it. Look what God put in my life. Bonnie J. Adaria put that Lung Cancer Foundation there, said, hey, that's a better way for what you have.
If we have a consensus that this is good for the patient, then we're going to do it. We're going to do it whatever it takes. We're building an army because things just aren't going fast enough.
That's right. I'm a soldier. I'm going to move up maybe general. I don't know what I want to be a general.